Saturday, the Golden Hurricane played host to the Houston Cougars in a matchup at H.A. Chapman Stadium. All the highlights coming up next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, by Pepsi, and by Bill Knight Ford. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Bruce Howard. The Golden Hurricane on Saturday, taking on rival Houston in a game that was so important for Tulsa. And with the win, the Hurricane able to snap a 4-game losing streak and get to 2-5 on the year and pick up their first American Athletic Conference win. In a moment, we'll be back and we'll have first half highlights, also the lead up to the game as we continue on the Philip Montgomery Show. The bonfire on Friday night is a part of homecoming festivities as the Hurricane got ready to take on Houston here at H.A. Chapman Stadium. And perhaps like that bonfire, it started kind of slowly, but then once it became a roaring inferno, nothing you could do to stop it. And that's kind of the way this game went for the Hurricane. Meeting number 42 for TU against Houston, with Houston leading the all-time series 23-18. And remember, Tulsa's coming off a not very good performance in New Orleans against Tulane. So let's get the lead up to the game and then first half highlights. My broadcast partner, Rick Corey, and head coach, Philip Montgomery. Guys?
All right, thank you, Bruce. Coach, coming up to homecoming, and people sometimes say homecoming is a big deal. But it kind of is a big deal when you got players coming back who have played so well here. For your team, what did that mean?
Well, homecoming is always great. I mean, number one, the alumni come back. Everybody's rekindling old relationships and sitting around and talking about the good old times. And we got former players coming back. I mean, I saw Hayden and Belch, and Kevin was on the sideline. Josh was on. I mean, it's great to see those guys. Jerry Yu was down there. I mean, it's great to feel them come back, and the love that you have for those guys, and the love that they have for this school and the program, and that just sets the tone for what's to come with the guys that are in this locker room. And it's not going to be too many days for some of those guys are going to be in that same shoes, sure. and so it's great to see those guys when they come back.
And you had Houston coming in. That's not an easy homecoming game. And coming in that they're a really good offense. But as you approach this, what did you see about them that really concerns you?
Well, I mean, defensively they had almost everybody back, and they've been a top defense for the last 3 years. Ed Oliver, I don't know how you block him. We did a pretty good job of it, I think, today. We'll have to see how it looked on the tape, but we ran the ball pretty well. But they're always very tough defensively, and then offensively, being balanced in what they do. You know, Duke Catalon had 200 yards the week before, and so you knew they've been kind of picking it up in the running game, but they keep you honest with Dunbar and those guys on the outside that can really hurt you in a hurry.
All right, so it's going to be a really good first half. And remember, Tulsa owes Houston a little payback. Let's see how it goes. First half highlights homecoming, Tulsa and Houston at H.A. Chapman Stadium.
1st and 10 at their 35 for Houston, and yet another Houston-Tulsa refereeing controversy. And a handoff goes off to the left side. It's Dylan Burden, and Burden around the corner near the numbers to the 36. 2nd and 8 from their 37-yard line. Scoreless game. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes straight up the middle. Big hole for Dylan. Charges forward to the 45 and gets decked at the 47-yard line by Williams. Postma out of the shotgun. Awaits the snap. Has the snap. Fake handoff. He takes it himself around the corner. Has the first down, 45, 40, 35-yard line. Stevenson on the tackle. This is 3rd and 2, and here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, now rolling to the right, throws it downfield, batted down by McKinley Whitfield. As Whitfield did a nice job of staying put on that play, and now it's 4th down again for Houston. They are 3 of 5 on the season on 4th down conversions. Postma has the snap, drops back to pass, and he stumbles and falls down at the 32-yard line. It was going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. He hit his own player and fell down at the 32, but I think Tulsa had it covered well. Kyle Postma out of the shotgun, standing at the 25, has the snap and hands it off. It goes to Catalon up the middle, finds a small hole and exploits it. Right hash mark to the 35, 36-yard line. Left one, far side right. Postma out of the shotgun, has the snap, fake handoff, back to pass, loads of time, throws near side, high in the air, and a catch by Keith Colburn. Houston, 47% on the year, is 0 for 3 on third down conversions today. 3rd and 5 from the Tulsa 34-yard line. Back to pass, Postma flips it out to the right side. Burden catches the pass, cuts it back at the 35, gets it inside the numbers to the 30, to the 28. That's a first down. 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter of play. 2 receivers left, 2 far side right, and here's the snap, knee high, he fields it, throws right side quickly, and catching the ball out on the right boundary, just outside the numbers, is Stephen Dunbar, and he got stood up out of the hold of Mason McClellan. Long count, snap back, ball down, here's the kick on the way, and he punches it through there. And so we have the first score of the game. TU football, driven by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Postma out of the shotgun, quickly flips the throw to the left side. A man is open there, and it is Bonner who breaks a tackle inside the numbers at the 35 and dives forward to about the 40. 1st and 10 at the Tulsa 49-yard line. You have to wonder if the Tulsa defense starting to get a little weary here with 13 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Back to pass, Postma looks long, throws down the right boundary. A man is wide open, caught by Dunbar, right boundary 20, knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line by Caleb Evans. Postma out of the shotgun, awaits the snap. Now there's motion from left to right by De'Ara King, and the handoff up the middle, and it's Catalan in for the touchdown. Out of the shotgun, Postma has the snap and hands it off. It goes to Catalan, and Catalan banging to his right, and he got gummed up, and he faces 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Good rush on. They throw an inside screen, and getting it is Jefferson, and he breaks another tackle, 40, 45, 50, and run out of bounds by McKinley Whitfield. At 2nd down and 12 from their 47. Postma will throw it to the left side, and boy, that was a tough catch, and it's intercepted, actually. Picked off Whitfield on the right side. He goes to the 35, the 30, still on his feet, comes near side to the 20. He is still on his feet, near side 15, 10, 5, near the end zone, down at the 1. McKinley Whitfield got the interception.
I saw the QB look to the right of me, and this thing I know I broke to the ball. Then the ball was in the air, and I picked it off, and I just took off running and tried to get in the end zone. I caught the ball. Okay, now get to the end zone, but luckily at the very end, they kind of played me at the end, so I didn't get the TD, but it's all good.
From the 1, here's the snap. Handoff, fake handoff, left side, touchdown President. President faked the dive, and Chad President off the left side scores a 1-yard touchdown, and the Golden Hurricane with a desperately needed touchdown. It's 10-6. So at halftime, the Golden Hurricane trailing Houston by a score of 10-7. Halftime adjustments and second half highlights coming your way next on the Philip Montgomery Show. At halftime, the University of Tulsa trailing Houston by a score of 10-7. Let's get halftime adjustments and get to the second half highlights. Here's Rick Corey and head coach Philip Montgomery.
All right, thanks, Bruce. Well, Coach, at the half, you're feeling a little bit of momentum, I think, aren't you?
Well, I mean, our defense was playing so well, and we felt like offensively, if we just stopped shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties and other things and kind of get some momentum, we had some things we felt that were going to be good. And so defense really kept us in it in the first half. And then the second half, we come out and we get a couple of things going, and then we have the long 20-play drive there starting on the 1, and that really kind of tipped it over for us. And you could feel the momentum and the change of it about that time.
As a matter of fact, you're going to see a lot of points in the second half, most of them by the team in blue. Let's see second half highlights. Tulsa and Houston right here.
So Tulsa has to take over at their half-yard line, trailing 10-7, and the handoff goes off to the right, and diving forward to the 2-yard line is D'Angelo Brewer. Out of the shotgun, about 3 yards deep in the end zone is Skipper. Fake handoff back to pass. He looks, throws near side, caught by Stewart at the 11 and driven backwards. We'll see what kind of a spot they get. First down and 10 for TU at their 49-yard line, 10-7 in favor of Houston. Right straight up the middle, it's Brooks. He gets it to the 45, to the 40, inside the 40-yard line, to the 35, to the 34. That's a 17-yard gain, and Tulsa's offensive line starting to carve out some holes. First and 10, Tulsa at the 34-yard line of Houston. Handoff up the middle. Brooks again, breaking a tackle, knocks a guy down. He burrows forward on the left side, hash mark to the 25. A 23-yard field goal from the left hash mark by Jones. Out of the hold of Bennett. Snap is back. The ball is down. The kick is on the way and is good, and we are tied, but what a terrific drive by the Golden Hurricane to tie this game. Burden is his setback. Motion from right to left by King, and he takes it on a flip around the left side. Tulsa pursues beautifully, and they knock him down at the left hash mark right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tulsa shows blitz, now they back off. Postma out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looks left, now rolls out to the right and throws it downfield. And it is batted in the air and intercepted by TU. Coming up with it for the Hurricane is Wadley. Left side, 25-20, knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, and a late flag comes in.
We were just in cover 3, and I saw the 2 receivers going deep, and Diamond was getting a wheel route from the slot receiver, and I just played over the top. And I really thought Diamond was going to make the interception, and he tipped the ball, and I just was in the right place, right time, and I caught the pick, and I tried to return it.
President out of the shotgun on 2nd and goal from the 2. And a fake handoff left side. President walks into the end zone. Touchdown Tulsa, and TU has the lead 16-10.
And he almost had to take Shamari with him. Shamari didn't want to let go of the ball again.
Now out of the shotgun, Skipper has the snap, fakes a handoff, throws right side, caught by Johnson. Johnson skips around one man and dives forward outside the right hash mark at the 46. There's Johnson and Stewart. Johnson looks like he's got a lot of space out there. Out of the shotgun, Skipper back to pass. He waits, he looks, he rolls to the right and runs it. 40, 45, he gets hit at the 48, lunges forward, maybe past the 48. The third quarter, which had not been kind to TU previously. And now here's the handoff off the left side, around the corner, and into the free. It is D'Angelo Brewer, left side 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, left boundary, touchdown, Tulsa. A handoff to the left side and into the free, D'Angelo Brewer, and Brewer takes it the distance.
So all game we were kind of just running it up the middle, trying to see how they wanted to play it, if they were going to crash us or not. And then we called the stretch play, and then once I got it, Keenan and Chris, they just made some wonderful blocks, man. I mean, they sealed it off. I was behind Chris the whole time, and then the safety came down, and it was just a waiting game. And then once he sealed them up, got to the outside, finished, and then Keenan, even with the extra effort, just to keep the guy off my back to finish, man. That's just all as a team, man, just giving that complete effort just for, for the main goal to win.
Along with Hobbs, one receiver far side left to Stewart on 2nd and 9. Handoff left side, and it's Brewer, has some blockers in front of him. He's able to burrow to the left side, just inside the numbers. First down and 10, TU at their 30, leading 24-17. Here's the snap, fake handoff, throws near side, caught by Johnson, breaks a tackle, 35-40, free spaces to the 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Tulsa! Keenan Johnson on a 70-yard touchdown reception on a quick hitch.
The touchdown catch, man, it was more of like a 50-50 ball, man. He was up in the air. I just went up and tried to grab it just to get as many yards as we can. I want to win this game more than anything. And when I seen that he fell down and I seen open field, I just took off running. I mean, there's no thoughts. There's no time to think. Once you break that tackle, you got to go. Speed of this game and as athletic as Houston's DBs are, you got to go.
First down and 10 at the TU 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Postma has the snap and the handoff off to the left side, and angling forward is Burden. He got shouldered down on a good play by Craig Sutzich through a lot of this game. 2nd down and 3. Postma out of the shotgun, motion to the right by Catalan, back to pass Postma. Now he'll run it to the left side. He is dragged down and tackled. A terrific play by Travis Gibson. Postma out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left on 4th down and 3. Postma has the snap, hands it off the left side, and it is Catalan. Stopped, I believe, short, tackled at the 32-yard line. Revels on the tackle. He's short by a yard, it would appear. Revels and Evans stopping him. Tulsa ball. 3rd down and 9, and Chad President in the game now for TU, and President will take it off the left side, has a hole, 45-50, breaks free, 45, 40, 35, and then he scrambles down at the 35. He took almost a knee at the 35-yard line, 21-yard gain, first down Tulsa, and the smartest thing he did was take a knee at the end. And 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Here's the snap and the handoff. It goes to Brooks. Brooks into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. Brooks just took it forward. Tulsa's big offensive line carved out a big hole. And Tulsa scores with 35 seconds to go to make it 37-17. Wow. Out of the shotgun, Postma has the snap, drops back to pass, he gets hit and slung down. He fumbled the football, it's recovered and taken into the end zone by TU's Patera Wilson. Wilson picked up the fumble by Postma. He was hit by Jeremy Smith, who sacked him at the 5, and Patera Wilson picked up the fumble and took it in for a score. Tackle on another one, folks. It's 44-17. My goodness.
So the final 45-17, and that feels good, doesn't it?
It feels real good. It feels real good. I mean, I wish we could have had the cameras in the locker room and watched the way our guys celebrated. And it's been a rough stretch for us, and we've had a lot of adversity. And those guys stayed resilient, stayed together, stayed tight as a family. And I'm so proud of that for us and them. But that score means a lot. And you know, we went down there last year and felt like, you know, we should have won that game, and we didn't want to leave any doubt today, and we didn't.
What do you think the key was in the second half to really spark these guys?
Yeah, I think we just continue to keep pressing the button, and our defense continued to go out and play extremely well and get stopped. Offensively, we got some good drives going in there. We ran the ball really effectively. We hit some throws in there, and guys just made key plays. And that's one of those things that you have to do. When your number's called, you got to answer the phone and you got to make that play. And I thought guys today really did it in all three phases.
2 running backs over 100 yards. Both quarterbacks played well. And the defensive edge guys played great today. When we come back, we'll talk about the next game. Tulsa's got a long road trip. That's next here on the Philip Montgomery Show.
Indeed, you celebrate every victory, and the Hurricane winning 45-17 over Houston on Saturday. It's time now for our feature segment, and our feature segment is 60 Seconds With, and we ask the players, what's your favorite song?
Favorite song right now? I'd say Midnight Maniac by Crocus. That's my favorite song right now.
How's it go?
I can't. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that one. It's pretty fast paced.
Favorite song right now will have to be by Sam Hunt, House Party. I play that song at least every day.
Favorite song right now? Probably go No Juice by Little Boosie. This pregame ritual.
Because I'm a country kid, so you know what I mean. And Sam Hunt's he's kind of catchy, the things he says. So kind of a Sam Hunt fan in a way.
My favorite song, probably Met Gala by Gucci and Offset.
Favorite song right now? Probably Sacrifices, Drake, 2 Chainz, and Young Thug. Through the whole song, that each person has a verse and they talk about 21, they put it in a different way, so it's just really cool to listen to it.
The beat, like when the bass drop is just knocking, you know what I'm saying? You just imagine it in your car just at the red light, just 10 in a week.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. He's Philip Montgomery, head coach of the Golden Hurricane. I'm Rick Corey. Long road trip coming up. I mean, you take some trips, but all the way to Connecticut. Any special prep for this?
Well, I mean, how do you prep for it? I mean, it's going to be a long flight, but you got to start preparing for it, you know, really Sunday and Monday, because you really got to hydrate, and you got the plane ride drains so much of it out of you. And so it's a business trip for us. We got to use the momentum that we got today. We got to bottle it up and use it next week. Going to be a tough contest, especially when you go up there. They're playing well, and we've got our hands full. But I'm going to enjoy this one right now,
sure,
and then we'll start on them.
How do you keep the momentum from a game like this during a week in practice?
Well, you just got to continue to keep building on it. I mean, the things that got you to this point, you got to continue to keep doing. You got to continue to keep pressing those things. Our leadership has been great, and we got to keep that part of it up. Those young guys are really starting to come together and form, and really they made some big plays today too. So I'm excited to get back on the practice field. We'll enjoy this win and then get back on the practice field and go back to work.
It's always easier to coach when you win, isn't
it?
Oh,
my goodness,
there's no question. All right, it's a long trip, but who cares? Let's go. Tulsa and UConn next week. We'll come to you next week from Storrs, Connecticut.
Indeed, a long road trip, but don't forget, folks, the next home game is coming up on Friday, November 3rd, when TU plays host to Memphis, and that's a blackout game. For ticket information, 918-631-GO-TU or TulsaHurricane.com. And indeed, the first order of business is going up to Connecticut and getting a win, and hopefully 2 in a row for the Golden Hurricane. For Rick Corey, and of course for the head coach, Philip Montgomery, I'm Bruce Howard. We'll talk to you next week.
The Philip Montgomery Show has been brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, by Pepsi, and by Bill Knight Ford. The Philip Montgomery Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.